New York is known as a hotbed of basketball, from Rucker Park to Kareem and Bernard King to the fabled Knicks and Nets. But that basketball hotbed extends further, and into the suburbs of Broad Channel, New York, once hails the most respected point guard in all of NBA 2K.
Pass back, CB13 to tie in. It's great for CB13. Excellent execution.
That point guard is Charlie Bostwick, known by his gamertag CB13 or by his old gamertag Kina. There's a lot to say about CB13, but it's his success, his longevity, and his IQ that make him one of the biggest names in competitive NBA 2K. First, a quick history. CB13 was the 10th overall pick in the 2019 2K League draft, the league's second year, joining a Warriors gaming squad team that finished in the league's bottom 3 in 2018. A strong draft led to an immediate turnaround as the 2019 Warriors became the first 2K League team to win 2 tournaments, the Turn and the Ticket, in a single season. A stirring win over the top-seeded Blazers followed in the quarterfinals, with many of CB13's New York friends in raucous attendance before WGS bowed out in the conference finals to eventual champions T-Wolves Gaming. But one season doesn't make a long career. While CB13 was solid in his rookie year, he wasn't spectacular. He averaged 10.7 points and 7.1 assists per game on 47% shooting, generally below average numbers in a strong point guard year. But with CB13's potential and character evident, WGS retained him over Defensive Player of the Year candidate Type, now in his 7th year with Wizards DG. The retention paid immediate returns. In his next season, CB13 took a massive sophomore leap, averaging 31 points and 8 assists on 57% shooting, and finishing as MVP runner-up. Ironically, the MVPs in his first 2 seasons were Mama I'm That Man and Kenny Got Work, now CB13's teammates on the defending champion Dubs. WGS made the finals in 2020, but lost in 4 games to fellow New Yorker JBM and Wizards District Gaming. But CB13's strong play was here to stay. The unflappable point guard led the Dubs back to the playoffs the next year with a retooled roster, upsetting the top-seeded T-Wolves in the quarterfinals and coming within a shot of the finals again in 2021. It was more of the same in 2022, with the Dubs having their best regular season since 2020, but falling for the 3rd time in 4 years to the eventual champs in the playoffs. If you've been following this channel, you know what happened in 2023. I could talk about it forever, but WGS went 21-5 and ran through the NBA 2K League playoffs to secure their first, and thus CB13's first, 2K League championship. Perhaps CB13's best game of the playoffs came in the closeout game of the Western Conference Finals against title holders Bucks Gaming, where he scored an efficient 31 points, his highest scoring game of the season, and became the first player to return to the finals in non-consecutive years. That history makes playoff success and longevity seem relatively pedestrian, but they really aren't. No other point guard has led his team to the playoffs 5 consecutive years. No other point guard has won as many games at the position as CB13, with his 117 wins in 178 games ranking first all-time at point guard. He's played more playoff games than all but one other player, too, and by far the most for his 2019 draft class. And sure, you can make the playoffs with strong teams. CB13's essentially done so with 3 different versions of Warriors Gaming Squad, but there's a lot of personal success to be had here too. CB13 is the all-time leading total playoff scorer, with 764 points, and the same for the 2K League Finals with 197. He's also the 5th leading scorer in general of all time, with 4,004 points, which naturally is also the most by any player with one franchise. Beyond his 2020 MVP candidacy, he was named the 2022 NBA 2K League All-Star Game MVP after being selected a Western Conference starter. That continuity with WGS is what made his first championship so special. In a league where players move around frequently, and the average time spent with the team is fewer than 2 seasons, CB13's 5 years, about to be 6, have enabled him to transform the organization and grow himself as a person. Beyond his success in the NBA 2K League, CB13 was also the starting point guard on the gold medal winning USA Basketball E national team. Alongside WGS power forward Cease, CB13 and the team went 19-0, sweeping France in the World Finals in Sweden to complete an unprecedented run. CB13 averaged 23 points per game overall on 68% shooting, but his best moment of the entire tournament may have come in a rout of Guatemala, where he scored 99 points in a single game. Usually though, CB13 distributes, becoming one of the best play callers, game managers, and on-court innovators in professional 2K. He can score when he needs to, either on-ball or off-ball, but few point guards have ever dictated the fortunes of their offense as successfully, and certainly none have done so at the same heights. He may be New York's favorite 2K son, but it was to Warriors Gaming Squad and the Bay he brought back a championship, as well as so much more.